Okay, hi, my name is April, and I have started a YouTube channel called Thrive, where Second Exit Thrive, where I plan to discuss living with having a bag. This is my ostomy bag here. I think you can see it. And where I also plan to talk about my diagnosis of Crohn's and how I pretty much navigate life, things that I eat, people I've encountered, situations, and so forth. So I already have a video post about my diagnosis. About 3 years ago, I turned 40. I had a photo shoot that I did and enjoyed, and went to Mexico for the first time. My birthday was in March, and by the end of September I was not feeling well and thought that I actually had a hemorrhoid, and was working remote, so I wasn't required to go in at the time. So I was kind of I was struggling quietly, not really thinking, like other things would pass, right? And consulted with my mom on some strategies on healing the hemorrhoid, and she said, that's not a hemorrhoid. There's no way. You would not be this sick if this were a hemorrhoid. So the next step, one night I woke up in agony. I will never forget it, and went to the ER, and I was not diagnosed. However, I was given a referral to a colonoscopy, a colon doctor. And I left, made an appointment with the colon doctor, and a few days later, still, in pain, still struggling through it. And when I say in pain, I could not, it hurt to walk. And sitting in bed was the most comfortable I could be. And scheduled the appointment, went to see the colon doctor, and was diagnosed with having a fistula, and a procedure was supposed to happen. However, a day or two before that procedure, I had really bad diarrhea, and the procedure had to be canceled or rescheduled. So that was a Friday. I will never forget it. My mom came in, asked me to, I was in the bed, of course. My mom came in and asked me to go back to the ER. I declined. I go to work, and ER visits are not cheap. So I said, well, there's nothing they're gonna do. I can just wait until Monday to reschedule the appointment. And my mom did not like that answer. She turned around, she walked out of the room, and she, being diligent, she had already had my colon doctor's business card. She called. He was actually the on-call doctor, and she walked in, and I remember her saying, here, you tell her. So answered the phone. The doctor says, please go. We'll do a 23-hour hold, and we'll run scans. A lady from the church came and picked me up, and we went through ER. And one of the things he promised is that he would call ahead. He was a man of his word. He had called ahead. They knew I was coming, and they checked me in, started their scans. And I remember waking up to a surgeon standing over me saying, we're gonna have to operate. You have a really bad infection. She said she had sent her staff home, but she had called the someone to come back in. And that I said, well, I was gonna come in on Monday. I was gonna go into the doctor on Monday. And she looked at me and she said, I don't think you would have made it till Monday. So that's diagnosis. There was an infection, right? So my body had become infected, so much so that there was gangrene, there was and I was at risk of sepsis. So my mom pushing me and not taking no definitely, without a doubt, saved my life. And so this is the journey. You know, after that surgery, and I'm a little groggy, right? I'm not sure exactly when that surgery took place, and then I believe I had another surgery. I believe they told me they were going to put an ostomy bag on me, and I don't know what an ostomy bag is. You know, I didn't have time. Nobody in my family had one as far as I knew. And I woke up in ICU and had an ostomy bag. I was told that I would have it for a year, but we're on year 3 now. I'm not upset about it. I am alive and I'm thriving. And the experiences I've had and I am continuing to have, I would like to document, because no one told me. There's no class on this stuff. You kind of have to wing it, find a circle. Thank God for the internet and for Facebook groups. They are super supportive, and the care, and I'm being more of an advocate for myself. So that's what I hope to follow up with on these videos. And please subscribe and like and follow along on my journey.